Good morning, everyone. It is approximately 5 a.m. EST. Actually, I'm 5 minutes early. I'm coming right out of my main man, Boneless Paul's stream. And if you don't know how that's spelled, it's BONLESPAUL. Okay? Coming out my man, Boneless Paul's stream. I hope everyone is happy. I hope everyone learned a little something from that stream. And I love playing with my man, Boneless Paul. Because when I'm sick, I can't afford to play with him because I have to still get up, do my thing, and go get busy in the business. So let me show y'all a little something right quick about being efficient. Alright, as you can see, I'm running missile launchers and 2 shields. There's a reason for that. Because in the rear, I have a mine layer. I never try to cut in anyone's time or anything like that. So, let's look at the levels on my stuff. They're level 12. Okay? Level 3, level 2, level 9. But let's go look at the tech tree. This is how you learn to be efficient. Alright? That's on the American tech tree. Let's go look. That is a tier 1 weapon. And it's not even maxed at level 12. I think the max level on that is, I think they raised the level on it to 15, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. So this is a long range weapon and it takes very accurate aiming. And not accurate as in the fact of aiming at the person, it takes prediction. That's one reason why it's a level 1 weapon. And so is the MLRS because it takes prediction. You have to predict where the person is. And if you can't not see that person and that person cannot be spotted by your teammate, then you don't know where they are, then you don't need to shoot it. Unlike games not to be mentioned, where it shows everyone's position at all times, this game does not. So if that person is not seen, then you cannot shoot them. Point blank, period. Which is one thing that you can do in games not to be mentioned. Which is one point that I dislike. You don't see me, how are you hitting me? I do not agree with upgrading the superior or the AGS. I upgraded my first AGS, and then I sold the second one off. Only because, as compared to the railgun, if you're a long range player, then go ahead and upgrade one and one only, because trust me, you're gonna love the big rails. And that's this gun. Okay, 2500. There's no explosion radius. You have to be very accurate. Okay, but if you're not as accurate, 2350. But some of that damage is explosive damage. Okay, so it's a projectile. It takes a lot longer to get there. It's like a shell. Poof. You shoot a shell. It takes a while for the shell to get there. You might miss them. But the rail guns are like magnetic guns that shoot a projectile that flies so fast, it generally hits wherever you're aiming. Okay? Also, if you do not like running shields, then you can run a mine layer. But what I would recommend for most American tree players is the ECB-1 drone, which is like level 2. It puts a shield around your bot because American bots are more fragile, but they have more shields. Okay. Um, Russian bots tend to have more uh, health, but they're a lot slower. So use your shield to your advantage. Take some cover and get something back out of that as the shield regens. Is what I can tell you. Now the plasmas. Everyone don't like the plasmas. This right here, PR3 plasma. I actually like it with rockets because you slow them down, you hit them with rockets, blah 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 blah. But other than that, like a brawling weapon, it's not really. But if you happen to get reset over something, it's only 3 seconds to reload, which is good. Over, sorry, the superior, which is the longer range weapon and has high damage, everything. It's the weapon you start out with. But it's a 10-second reload. The 10-second reload is what kills me on that. But you can do what you want to do. Now, Bennick 213 hates hammers, but hammers are the jammers right now. Alright? Hammers are the jammers, and they work in close, especially with the stealth mod, which is called the Predator. Alright? You can use it with double harpoon, double EMP, or my preference is one EMP, one harpoon to keep them close. When they try to back up out of range and your harpoon hits, it's a wrap. So, some people like to use that with the saws. I never liked the saws because they're only 8 meters. Meaning you have to specifically use these with the Predator. There's no way you're going to approach anybody up to 8 meters. I'm telling you. The reload time is 0.3 seconds. So, it does its thing. 920 point every 0.3 seconds is not bad damage, but it's hard for you to creep up on somebody with that. With a bot that is seeable. Harpoon, one of my favorites. Grabs the target and pulls it towards you. Your robot gains a significant boost when walking towards the target. So you need to be approaching the target, the one that you harpoon. It will drag the target towards you, but it also drag you towards the target. The target that you hit, you better be sure that you can take that target out. That's all I want to tell you about that. And that's 6 shots per minute. It say it's 10-second reload, but it's a 5-second effect. So it's basically like a. Wait a minute. No, it's not like the other skills. So it is a 10-second reload, a true 10-second reload. The EMP. I recommend this for any brawler on the US Tech tree. It's not the damage, because the damage is 2,500. What it does is it removes energy shields and causes all weapons and enemies around you to recharge their weapons. It resets their weapons. And if you happen to run up on somebody that has a high reload weapon, he's done. Because he's dependent on that high reload weapon for high damage. But now he's done once you EMP him. Alright everyone, I'm going on 10 minutes. Here's the mod I really wanted to show you. The PSS Predator. If you're going on an American Tech tree, you want to save your money for this. But I do not agree with this being the first purchase. Let's go back to the Russian Tech tree to being more efficient. The main thing you want to save your diamonds for if you are F2 player, if you are free to play player. What you want is the jetpack. This. It's only 1,200. Alright. But the power, even though it says 20, but when you're in the air, every time you're in the air, it multiplies stuff. So it does more than 20. And because the Russian tech trees have big tanks with slower speed. So the moment you put the jetpack on it, it's a better deal than doing the speed booster at level 2. Alright? So I don't level my speed booster, but that's just me. Love, peace, happiness.